How's it going, everybody? This week I'm going to be talking about putting, okay, and practicing putting, specifically practicing the speed of your putts, okay? I talked recently in a video about how the putting motion should be keeping your hands locked in, back and through with a pendulum, and your pendulum should be, without a ball there, equal distance back and through. Now, my friend George Connor told me a lot of people try to finish their pendulum and they'll actually push through the ball to get that finish stroke because you're never actually going to have the same distance back and through when you're hitting a ball because you've got an impact. You're hitting the ball. It's going to slow your club down a little bit. So this little practice technique I like. I'm using the perfect putting mat inside because it's 100 degrees outside today. I was going to do this on the putting green, but you can do this on the putting green as well. What I'm doing here is I've got 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet. This one goes out all the way out to 15 feet. What I like to do is I'd like to hit 2 balls starting at 2 feet and make both putts. Okay, there's 1 and 2. And I won't move on to the next one until I've made both. And I'll go to 3 feet, make both of those. If I miss any, I start over again. Okay, and I try to go at least out to 8 feet. If I keep going, great. But it's a great practice technique because you're putting pressure on yourself, okay? And you're dialing in your speed. So on this mat, it's perfectly straight. Now, if you're going to do this outside on your putting green, try to find a perfectly straight spot because, like I said, we're trying to dial in speed. If you miss a putt, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's going to train you to get that speed right so that you're not going to miss those putts, all right? And you're going to be dialed in from 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. So when you get out on the course and you have a putt and you're standing over a 5-footer, you just hit a bunch of those putts on the putting green. You're going to know how far back you need to bring that and just nice and smooth and in, okay? It's a great technique to use. Try it next time before you go out. And make sure you do practice your putting before you go out on the course, especially if it's a new course. Use their putting green to try to get a feel, or if it's a really hot day like it is today, have an indoor putting mat. These things aren't that expensive, and they're great for training your putting speed, okay? This putting mat in particular has this little slope, which a lot of people think, oh, why would you have a slope? But this green, the stimp on this green is so fast that it's actually designed that if you roll the ball up the hill, even if you miss and it goes next to the hole, that would have been 3 feet past the hole, which is the ideal distance that you want to miss a putt if you're going to go past, because you don't want to leave it short, because a short putt's never going in. All right? So make sure you get that ball to the hole and practice putting. Okay? It's the only club in your bag you're going to use almost every hole unless you chip in. Okay? So give this a shot for your next round. Dial in that putting speed. Shoot lower scores. All right? See everybody next week. This is Tom. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.